shall we?
Are we continuing?
Yeah, just picking up from where we left off.
Yeah. So, brief recap, I guess.
Yeah, brief recap for Medic who wasn't here before.
Basically, they made their way to the temple called Dawn's Light, which is Bastion's temple, and found out that it is true that Palor's light is starting to dim. It happened once about 9,000 years ago, when the Earth was still young and the gods had not quite had hierarchy, and Palor almost died, but was saved by Asha, a hero from the material plane who he gave a large sum of power to. So she saved him, and the light returned, essentially. So that could be happening again. The paladins and clerics of the temple had started to prepare for it and have basically amassed a portion of Palor's light, which is powerful enough to pretty much destroy anyone unworthy who accidentally touches it. And if given to the worthy, they can then help Palor in his fight once more. Bastion thought it was him that was the worthy one, but he got laughed in his face. And then proceeded to beat up his friend from the temple in a friendly duel.
Could I crack it?
And then you guys have sort of just decided to rest up, maybe head out the next day, or maybe stay and learn a few things from the people in the temple. So you wake up the next morning.
Whoa, wait, hold on. Wake up the next morning.
Yeah, we wanted to just do something.
Oh, right. You had something before you.
So I'm like, what color are your eyes?
And I'm like, orange?
Yeah. I turn and I start to walk away down the hall.
And that's where I gotta look into the mirror.
And you look into the mirror, and your eyes are no longer orange, but are instead green.
Wait! And I follow you. wait.
What's that?
You see what I see?
Is everything you see green?
Apparently.
Yes. So like I said a minute ago, Meister Alvis said that a good place to start with a potentially God-touched magic wielder such as yourself is with any brands on their person. I thought that it would be something more along the lines of like a branded holy symbol, like if it was Palor, like a sun like on your shoulder, or like, you know,
I mean, that's
on your ankle where you could wear a high boot and like your parents wouldn't see it, something like that. But like, I think that this could possibly count because I don't know that they were always green.
No, they were definitely orange ever since I can remember.
Well, more to think about in the morning.
Well,
Good night.
What am I supposed to do? Like, I don't know why.
Are these two asleep? Or
they're not.
They're not with you.
No.
I think that maybe over breakfast, we'll rest up, sleep on it. I think that it could be worth our time to utilize the knowledge of the people here and possibly the library, and maybe try to figure out once and for all what your whole deal is.
I didn't even think I had a deal.
There's a deal. I don't know if you remember when I mentioned. Do you remember when you went to cast a firebolt and then you cast a fireball and you like were laying siege to the city and you roused all the guards from their beds and away from their families and caused property damage? Remember all of that?
Yes, I remember. Thank you for the reminder.
Well, we spoke about it earlier.
Well, you spoke about it.
I don't remember if you remember.
Oh,
so. Anyway.
It's size that you're stronger than the paladin.
When that happened, I definitely felt divine magic in your spellcasting, which is not normal from a spellcaster like you.
Rachel is surprised.
Point.
However, we're in a house of divine magic, so I think that this could be the place to suss out some of this mystery. We can confer with the other two in the morning. Maybe they would be interested in sticking around a little and figuring it out here.
Can we roll right now to notice in the morning if our eyes are different?
Well, we're gonna bring it
It'll
up.
be passive perception, and you'll notice it.
21.
Well, my 9 says maybe not.
No, I will notice.
Okay, so good night.
Good night.
So you go to bed.
I'm sure that Tris has a restful night of sleep. I know I do.
Roll for a restful night of sleep.
Four.
What?
I have disadvantage.
They call you or something, right? When you get
Yeah, they'll call me.
13.
Yeah, you sleep fine. You kind of wake up on the wrong side of the bed, but you were restful. You just don't wake up in the best mood.
Do we lose our 3rd level spell slot from Ryan's
Yep.
eatery? Damn it, I didn't even use it.
Shame.
Should I cook again?
Oh, I used it.
So
Oh,
now
yeah,
here's
but we
the
also
chicken.
had 3rd level spells.
That's why I had 3 schmites.
3 schmites. So, you cooking breakfast there?
Nope,
Maybe
they're
give me
cooking
that.
for us.
Maybe give me that spell slot back.
They're cooking for us.
Yeah.
Should I go help? I'll go volunteer to help, and I'll
Spice up everyone's day.
Spice of life.
make a buffet for my friends. I guess. What was that? I think
You
it
can
was.
make a buffet for everybody. You basically
Oh,
you can
hell
take
yeah.
over that kitchen. And
This
just
is gonna
direct
be-
people.
This is gonna be one of the most productive days in the history of this temple, as everyone gets an extra 3rd level spell slot.
Here. Oh my god! I feel so strong.
By the power of Paylor, I have the power.
Give me a second. I gotta load it up.
Cool, all my stuff is returned. I can get my health back.
Are women unworthy? This is kind of medieval, right?
Asha is the one who was worthy back in the day, so no. She's definitely worthy.
Asha's the worthy one, and this cuck,
Bastion
this
boy
cuck
is
over
not.
here is the
I ain't worthy. I'm a little bitch boy.
little fucking paladin.
He's just the messenger.
Okay, so I roll a d20 and plus
Don't
what?
kill the messenger.
Plus like
Or do.
10 or something shit?
After that one,
Plus 9.
And
Lock up
twice
us
your
precariously
proficiency
over the
and dexterity.
What was that? Sorry.
Twice your proficiency, which
Yeah.
is 3, and your dexterity, which is also 3. So 6 plus 3 is 9. So
Nine.
d20 plus 9. And what are you going for?
I make a buffet, but I got 19, so.
You
What's
got
the
20.
DC?
18,
I have
18.
28. Yeah, then.
I mean, I could go full like feast,
Well, you have
Have
to
to say
declare
but
for it.
I was going for buffet. I
So
should
you make a buffet.
Yeah.
What do we get for the buffet?
The
Can you
spell
read it?
slot.
That's the spell slot or the D8.
The D8. Well,
Read it out. What does it say?
all creatures that partake in the buffet gain either one temp spell slot of level 3 or lower. The creature must have a natural spell slot of the chosen level, or the creature gains a well-fed die, which is a D8. The creature
That's the
can
same for me as no.
the creature can add that die to either attack or damage from the weapon attack. Expending the die, these effects last for 24 hours. On each subsequent blah blah blah, they get an extra spell level. On each subsequent.
An extra spell level.
Yeah, the maximum spell level is increased by 1, or the
Well, we can't
creature
ask
gains
for it
an
anyway.
additional well-fed die.
All right, so a 3rd level spell,
I will take
but
that.
not for you necessarily.
Well,
We've got to make a little performance check.
Oh no!
Are you ready to? Are you ready to nourish Bastion
Hey, what
this
kind of
morning?
food what kind of food do they have in there?
Are you really?
You can. They feel don't have like super.
Can I just make like a like a basic breakfast buffet, like
They 100%
scrambled eggs?
have like farm animals
Okay.
at the temple, so you can do bacon. You can
For
do
a slaughter or for like just to look at? I'm just kidding.
For
Some of them are
slaughter?
for food, but
Okay.
not all of them.
So I'm gonna make scrambled eggs, sausage, like a typical just like breakfast buffet,
Okay, yeah.
hotel breakfast buffet. Super basic.
So like
You
waffle
can get
maker.
fresh pressed orange juice.
Yeah, yeah. Just like we're
Oh,
gonna
yeah,
treat them a little bit today
It's
while
like
I'm
a
here.
continental breakfast. Scrambled
How does
eggs,
one
bacon,
describe
muffins.
Yeah.
Savory.
Umami. You ever have umami?
Are we rolling? 3, 2,
I'm ready. Come
1.
on.
Wow.
15. What'd you get?
Also 15.
A couple of 15s. What was the DC?
18. Together you managed to do it though, because
Okay.
it's a system.
If we could
Oh.
describe
It's just that's what,
savory
I don't know.
in a
Oh, wait,
physical
what is the
sense,
assist action do?
imagine.
Help would let me roll at advantage, or her roll at advantage.
I'm gonna say because you rolled together, it's what we'll just say. It's
We
plus
put a
3.
performance on together.
Don't worry, we'll role play out the extra
yeah,
needed.
That's fine.
Do you remember those pigs we passed on the way in?
Yes.
Those creatures, those glorious, sacred animals raised here on this consecrated land, gave their lives It's as if their flesh was seared in the flames of Paylor's love and laid upon my plate by this wonderful creature. So tender, so crispy.
So fresh.
The orange juice, Tris.
Yes.
So fresh.
The orange juice.
Examine its bright and vibrant yellow, much like
Orange.
the rays of the sun itself.
Yes, of course. The rays of the sun that
We call
hit
it
your
sunny side up
eyes
I call this Sunny D.
and nourish you strictly with the bright and sunny color of it.
I wish one day I could taste food such as this.
Worry not. We're going to move his panda curse onto you. He'll be back to normal. You'll be able to taste. Problem solved.
Fair.
Yeah, you think that's what's gonna happen with the curse? Alright, so you guys have a lovely breakfast. Pachi, you were in the kitchen directing some of the priests and stuff who like help prepare the food for everyone, especially because they have so many people. You're starting to direct them, and they're like, "Oh, we season the eggs before we cook them."
Yes.
And they
the
are
vow of property
delighted about the fact that you taught them that cooking is, something
An
that
art.
involves flavor.
Well, I always say a well-seasoned meal makes good morale.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you guys eat. You are merry.
Are we
Oh,
married?
sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know. Are
can't
you?
read.
All right. Well,
And
do we notice at any point at Rachel's eyes?
Oh yeah, Pachi notices right away that Triss's eyes are green.
So, what happened to your eyes?
Now you notice.
Did you
I
change
need my guide dog.
You're too busy daydreaming about the meal. Yes, your eyes.
Eyes.
Eyes, yes.
Contacts.
They're different.
They are.
notice how they've changed colors.
When did that happen?
Thank you.
Well,
I don't know.
You honestly don't know what happened. You like, sort of just realized when you're like trying to look or ask about a mark. That's when you noticed.
do you guys remember when we went outside for a demonstration of her magic?
I remember when you
And
went
she tried
outside.
to cast
Yes.
a firebolt, and instead it was a fireball, and she laid siege to the castle and roused all the guards from their beds and pulled them from their families out into the night, and caused immeasurable property damage.
Holy
One
shit.
of the priests just goes, "Wait, what?"
All a mistake. Don't worry about it.
Is she more powerful than the paladin?
I'm pretty sure that they were the same color as normal back then.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't notice anything. So, it's just like you don't know at all when this was recent.
I
don't
only
like
found out when he pointed them out.
So I spoke to Meister Alvis last night to try to chase down the source of her divine spark, and he told me that God-touched magic users, such as she might be,
What
would
god?
normally have a brand kind of pointing to the touch of the god on them.
So
and
like
last
God came
night
down
I
and
just
just like
happened to realize this business.
Realize?
I happened to fake eyes that this was going on.
so
and-
God came down and just like
So
Right in the
maybe the best place to start. Would you guys mind if we hung around here and chased down this mystery for a while?
Yeah, I'm very curious because
Spend a little time in the temple.
I'd love to spend some time at home and finally confirm that she's one of Paylor.
Yes, of course. Paylor and his green eyes.
I just
So
want
I
to make
think-
the connection that orange to green probably doesn't match.
So maybe a good place to start would be in the library, researching what green
oh,
eyes could.
that'll be your second
Well,
visit in your entire
I mean-
life, isn't it?
Second visit.
To the library.
Orange wasn't a usual color either. I don't know if you've noticed many people with orange eyes.
No, but fewer still with color changing eyes.
Fair.
Well, let's go to the library. I kind of remember where it is.
It's.
I kind of remember.
Oh yeah, that door I never use. Okay,
Where
so
did I put my PHP?
you want mine?
Yeah. It might be on the couch over there. Yeah.
There's so many of them in here. Should we start writing names in them?
Huh?
Should we Start writing
Mine
names.
has my name in it.
I've got like a million papers.
Mine's brand new.
You can smell it.
Mine's
Yeah,
good.
everyone's is marked pretty well.
Cats.
So
I love
They
it.
smell a new book.
Spells, looking for spells.
Oh,
Boom,
yeah.
look
You
for
smell that,
spells.
Bastion?
cardboard crack.
Combat.
Smell-
look, combat.
you smell
oh,
that,
look, combat.
Bastion?
Weapons,
book.
need a weapon, I got you.
Mine is like conditions.
Yeah, I believe. Oh no, this is creatures. Oh no, this is conditions. Never mind.
Jump rules because that comes up in my campaign all the time and nobody ever remembers what it is.
Conditions.
Different
Isn't it like-
forms that my druid can turn into.
Oh, and see the chicken?
Why is there a chicken?
Food.
Oh.
Well, that's not food. Wait, this one's food. No, wait.
You'll get there.
This one's food. There we go.
Oh, maybe that's important for me. I'll keep track of that.
Isn't it like half your height plus your strength modifier?
150.
That's for your high jump.
Yeah, and then for a running jump,
It's
it's
your
your.
strength score.
Is it just your
strength.
strength score, really?
Yep.
So I go to the library.
Halved if you don't
Yeah,
take
you
a
go to
rest.
the library.
Eventually, Bastion leads you astray for a little bit.
This is the fight.
Make
Bastion.
an
We've been-
investigation check.
Oh,
Are we all going?
If you're all going.
Yeah, I'm going to the library. You know, I
Ah.
need to familiarize myself a little more with it.
Just for the fun of it, I'll go.
5.
What are we making?
5.
Investigation?
Investigation. Yeah.
Hey, what's passive investigation?
9.
There is no such thing as passive
Okay,
investigation.
well, then I get a +5 to investigation in general, then, from
11.
observant. Apparently, that's how that
Ah,
works.
none of it.
You said it a bit
We
more.
barely got over 10.
Okay.
Well, no, so I get
Okay.
+5 to investigation.
Very good. Oh wait, well Ryan's got a 12.
No, plus. I think I can't
Oh
find
yeah.
1. So
From
13.
observant, it hits his investigation too.
Yeah.
So Pachi, you managed to find. You don't find anything about color-changing eyes in gods. You find a few things about gods who change faces. You find a few things about color-changing gods, but specifically, you land on gods of the Feywilds, and how they're more fluid in form.
I'm going to bring this back because it sounds right, but I'm not quite sure.
With that direction from our studious bear friend,
Mm-hmm.
can I make a religion check to see if I get anywhere with like narrowing my focus to gods of the Feywild?
Oh, I might have fucked
I
up observant.
subconsciously stick my hand in my pocket and rifle around with some of my extra holy symbols.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what you're doing in the pocket.
Oh yeah, got a hole in the bottom there. Whoop.
That's on the floor.
That don't count.
Reroll on
That don't count.
off the table.
Can I
17.
use that information given to
Okay,
disregard?
monkey toes.
You just gotta get between the toes. Come on.
7. Hold on.
Yeah, so I might have fucked up. I don't think it's passive perception. It says passive intelligence and passive wisdom.
10.
I don't
It's
think
just
that
a
ups
10,
my
so
passive
no.
perception, does it?
No.
No, passive wisdom. Yeah, it ups my
Yeah,
passive wisdom.
Yeah.
But it doesn't up
It's
perception itself, I think.
Just a 10.
That's the way I think it
No
works.
17s for me.
You don't know too much about the Fey gods.
You know that fish with the man face?
Like
Yeah,
the gods
okay.
of the
Yeah.
Feywilds.
That's
You
what
don't
Sean just
know
looked like.
much
Who
about
gives
them.
a crap about all that?
I know about
elfish
leprechauns
bullshit?
though.
You're more concerned about the gods on the material
Mhm.
plane.
The primary gods. The
Yeah.
prime gods.
I know about leprechauns though.
We know a god. We met a god.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Was
we
like,
met a
Against
god.
all
was
odds,
your
you met a god.
milkman a leprechaun or something?
What are you
We
saying?
read a lot about Celtic folklore.
Oh, alright. I see.
Uh-huh.
Well,
What are you saying?
what?
You a milkman?
I redeemed rosebuds.
You did-
Happy face.
Oh, good. What's up?
Yay! Oh, what was the request?
No,
What is it?
we'll not do that. Rank the people in the stream from who you like most to who you like least.
Is it truth or dare?
I could do that in terms of characters.
Well, that leaves me out.
Yeah, just
Unless
rank
you
all of
wanna
us.
pick one of my NPCs because I have a lot of those.
Yeah, stool number 1.
I don't have stools.
Nobody likes stool.
We all like stool.
I hate stool.
Wrong.
People in the stream. I'm not going to rate the people.
You better refund him his rosebuds.
Of course I will, but I can't.
Listen, medic, for that request, you're getting bumped down 1 notch. Okay? She's not saying it out loud, but she's got a list right here, dude. Go ahead. Switch him.
So yeah, move him down on the list.
Yeah, there you go. That little. Anyway.
I can't do that.
But you should.
Anyway,
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, it'll be a conversation later tonight.
Oh boy.
Still second on the list. Okay.
Once the drinking starts, nobody knows.
We just have to keep
Yeah,
Sean.
we didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't really find anything. You just know that gods of the Feywilds tend to have a fluidity to them, but that's what you got.
I think that you should take this information we've discovered to Master Albus and see what he has to say about it.
If you think really hard, can you change your eyes to another color? Try it.
Okay. Now, do I
maybe-
roll?
Yeah, I want you to roll. Make a wisdom roll.
Wisdom.
What color are you trying to change them to?
Back. Black.
Blue.
Blue?
Blue. Trying to be
A
Sean.
new color. I don't know. I've never tried this before.
Sean,
No.
3.
4.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Like,
As she's like
You shit yourself.
straining and like risking a hernia, I would like to cast Dancing Lights and summon one directly in front of each of her eyeballs. I'll make them a rich orange.
Okay, you see two bright orange balls in front of you.
ow!
What in the places have you done? Looking at you.
Looking at them, they're not like eyes. They're
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm asking her, what have you done?
I don't know. They're just trying to change my hair color. I don't know.
Well, they've changed.
I'm gonna like
I mean,
quickly
I
like
moved to the side to
zoom them out from her face like into their faces, and then I'll just dismiss them.
Okay.
All right, enough
So where's
messing
Elvis?
around, you guys.
What
Let's
do you
find
mean?
Albus.
Alright, so you go find Alice. He's in the library. That's
We're
where
in the
he
library.
is. Yeah, I know.
We gotta find him deeper in the line.
Yes, hello.
Look, Bastion's in the library.
Who are you? Alright, Bastion, I gave you that important job.
Yeah, literally a relic, sir.
Yeah, Ricky's not one to forget.
You remember this?
Who would trust you with this?
Future of the religion? Yeah.
Now you know he says that to everyone.
We have some questions in regards to,
The Feywild. Not the Feywild.
I mean,
Her.
yes, well,
You.
I mean,
And fluidity and
in
stuff.
regards to my magic source, I guess.
Okay.
Her fluid intake. Is that right?
Well,
She's
Have
looking
you
for
been
something.
drinking enough water?
tea at least.
That doesn't count.
That's the problem. See, that's the problem. No.
You've been drinking that green tea.
Yeah, green tea, green eyes.
There you go.
Sulfication.
But no, so we discovered my eyes changed color.
Would that count as one of your brands?
Could be. They tend to manifest in different ways.
So,
I have a brother. Similar situation.
A familial brother or a religious brother?
Familiar.
Hmm.
Rather than having his eyes changing color like yours, his fingertips glow.
alright.
That sounds way cooler. Can you do that?
Can she roll for it?
I cast Dancing Lights.
Your fingertips start to glow.
Oh shit!
How'd you do
must
that?
be from Palo then.
I dismissed Dancing Lights.
Yep.
Alright,
His was
enough,
from Palo.
enough fooling around.
I do know that-
Hibachi.
I do know that the same god can have different brands on different people.
Okay.
So you can't necessarily identify a god by the brand.
Fair.
All across the map.
Well,
The brand will narrow it down, but it's not the same for every person under that god, so it makes it difficult to determine.
I mean, have we narrowed it down? we've found out something about gods of the Feywilds, but
I do not know much about the Feywilds.
It's clearly Paylor, right?
Does anyone here know anything about the Feywilds?
Probably not.
How much have I understood from
Why
this
not?
book?
I'm sorry?
How much have I understood from this
It
book?
could be. I mean, there's a possibility it could be Paylor, but Green Eyes and
Albus,
Paylor
that's
do
all
not-
I need to hear.
It's more likely to be Malyre than Paylor.
Oh shit, she's one of them elfy people.
She's a human.
No, she's a human.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm human.
Not you.
Oh.
Malyre.
Or, yeah.
Yeah, Malyre tends to be a god of
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. She's kind of elfy.
Who's Malyre?
Malyre is another
Yeah.
god of nature.
The
Tends to
moon.
be associated.
She's the
with
moon one, right? Yeah.
My friend.
Your girlfriend.
Malyre and Paylor get along very well. They're two sides of the same coin.
Oh, neat. Huh?
I'm just whispering in your ear. This sounds a hell of a lot like when that priest Lathander tried to convince you that it was all the same sun.
I know the thing is a lie, but that doesn't.
Okay, so what does that say about my situation?
You got colorful eyes.
Is there any way to determine if we do like think that possibly it's Malyre? Is there any ritual or anything we could do to, or anyone here could do to determine whether or not this is Malyre?
There are a few refugees that have come here that worship Malyre. You could probably talk to them.
Where can we find them?
About. I don't keep track of everyone. I tend to stay in the library.
Why look at me out? I'm here now, aren't I?
You are. What'd you find out about your god, Paylor? Read any good books?
Not lately.
All right. Well,
Someday soon.
I'm sure.
Can he read?
No, we haven't tested that actually.
I harden my face and I say, I'm not sure, but I know that little cleric of yours could read. Certainly not when he put her in the dirt, but I'm sure after she recovered.
She's a tough one.
Here, read this to me.
What are you putting
I
in front
believe
of
it says go fuck yourself.
The book that I was holding about the Feywild.
I read it?
Yeah, you
I
can
can
read
read.
Oh, you can't read it.
He was just being a dick.
Okay.
No, but I
Seen
thought
one.
after you said that, I thought
What?
about it. I was like, I've never seen him
Seen
read a
one.
book.
So should we go
Yeah, let's go
track
find
one
Malyre
of these guys
followers.
down?
Yeah, we can.
Just look for people who don't quite match the color scheme.
True.
Would it
You
possibly
go out to
be
the
maybe
field and like, oh.
black?
And time for
So-
investigation.
You don't even need to roll into this.
Fantastic!
Connor got a 16.
You go outside, outside the main door, and there are a bunch of people out there. Like I said yesterday, they were tending to animals and stuff. You can see people gardening and trying to do their best to keep the sanctuary up, and the way that they do that is usually by, at least the followers of Malyre will tend to nature, and that sanctifies the area. So you see a couple of elves tending to a garden outside the main door.
Sounds like a match. Perhaps.
Well, lead the way.
Oh, okay.
After you.
Alright, so I go over to them.
Okay.
Don't even look
Their
at me.
backs are to you because they're in
Yeah.
the dirt.
I say, hello.
Well, hi there.
You wouldn't happen to be followers of Malyre.
We are.
You are. Oh, how convenient. Wow.
What can we do for you?
Isn't that the question?
Tell me more about
How
Malyre.
would you be able to I don't even know how to word this.
That's okay. Take your time.
Do you need an assist?
She pulls out a mint julep.
A what?
A mint julep.
I just thought you said drool. I was like, she just drooling.
Of course. All elves can keep
No, I was
a
thinking
nice
like a
fresh
vape.
mint julep in their
I was
garden
thinking of a
to
vape.
buy.
Thank you.
Fucking
Yeah.
just vape.
Um,
I thought you were talking about like a vape.
Yes,
I was like,
that's what I
a
thought.
mint vape. I was like, what?
No, a mint julep. The
Oh, a
drink.
mint jewel, you thought he said?
Yeah.
How would you determine the devotion of
The divinity.
divinity there
Yeah, sure.
of a follower of
Malyre.
Laura, or at least someone who's provided ability? By
Have I been touched by Malyre?
The one who was the one who wasn't talking to you, who was still like sort of gardening there. She stands up, brushes off her hands, and immediately just grabs your face, and just like gets uncomfortably close, and she's just like looking in your eyes. She's like, I don't see a spark of Malyre in you.
Okay.
Easy as that. Wonderful.
Well, that solved a lot of problems, I guess. Well, not a lot of them, but at least one of them.
How else can we tell?
99 problems, but this ain't one.
I mean, we could do a ritual to make sure, but
What kind of ritual? You're not gonna like slaughter her.
what? No,
Okay.
we're not
We'll
barbarians.
read her intestines, and if she was a follower,
Well, the reason
Then she's with her now.
the reason we ask has to do with this situation with my eyes changing color. They used to be orange, and recently we discovered they're now green, as you can see plainly by my face.
if you would allow her to demonstrate some of her magics, you will sense, as we have, although they are arcane, there is some touch of the divine.
Don't do fireball.
Just don't stand where she's aiming. Also, if you have any favorite sheep out in the field, gather them first. Although there are no castles in sight, so we're probably fine.
I cast light on my hand.
Get back!
You cast fireball on your hand.
Okay.
Not dead, I see Sean.
What?
Oh.
Not dead. I see. Okay.
Not dead. No,
It's
it's
Jaden.
Jaden.
Oh, Jaden.
Hadeen.
Yep, he's still not dead. It's been a couple months again there. Hadeen.
No, well, you did die.
Oh yeah, new character.
New character.
Who dis?
Anyway.
She looks at your hand there for a second, and she's like, I mean, I can definitely sense that divine magic, but the eyes changing color? That's an interesting one.
It's me.
Why
I
don't
don't I don't necessarily know too much about that arcane divine line.
I have no knowledge.
Mumbo jumbo.
that sort of mumbo jumbo gumbo. But
Can you point us to someone who might help us? Who might be able to?
I don't necessarily know of anyone here, but
Is it possibly all the way up the
A
skirt?
temple full of clerics, and none of them have any knowledge of this god.
it's not necessarily
Hello?
knowledge of the god, it's knowledge of
Yeah, I did.
God's brain.
Are you?
It's not either Palo or Malyre. We would be able to recognize a brand of our god, but we wouldn't be able to necessarily recognize another god's brand, especially if they have nothing to do with us.
Fair.
However, the eyes changing color is interesting. What color were they before? Orange, you said? And now they're green.
Mhm.
Have you had any, like, changes in your...
Diet.
Have you had any...
What up, Rulipenna?
Yeah, what's up?
Have you had any changes in your disposition recently?
Disposition?
Oh, baby.
Meaning.
Meaning your emotions, I would say.
It's a roller coaster ride.
A lot of them, yes.
Interesting. Usually, if it is in some way related to an elven god or the god of... Actually, she, like, looks at you again. What do you know about,
I'm so excited.
Me too.
What do you know about Corellian? You know nothing about Corellian.
Nothing.
What do I know about Corellian?
Nothing. I know
Hit me
nothing.
with religion.
Nothing. I don't actually.
Natural one, baby.
I
know nothing.
I don't think I've ever rolled
I guess
level 4
I'm gonna-
of my religion checks.
I'm gonna roll religion and
Which
see.
is
Go ahead.
convenient for your situation.
Not convenient at all.
17?
I'm trained in it.
That was the.
You know that Corellian is the god who created the elves. Also the one who technically kind of created the drow by banishing them.
Problem child.
But that's pretty much all you know.
I don't know anything.
Well, she was the goddess who created the elves, which is interesting because you're a human, but
Oh yeah.
it could be Corellian's mark. I know that she and her followers can tend to have physical changes in relation to disposition.
Okay. I mean, but I've been this way my entire life. Emotional.
I don't know what to tell you. How much, but
Don't ask her about it.
you haven't explored your power that much until recently, have you?
That would be
Did you hear
true.
about a castle?
It's possible that when your power increased, the connection to Corellian increased.
Okay.
Fair point.
Actually, I would say it's quite certain that when your power increased, your connection increased. Otherwise, your power wouldn't have increased.
Thank you for the math.
1 plus 0 equals 1.
What is the transitive property?
We are playing the first session of this campaign in person, though it is like the 8th session or something.
Yeah.
7th.
Connor lives up in Mass, so we have an Airbnb here, and we all came together, and we're having some fun, playing some Dungeons and Dagrons, and it's
Dagrons.
great. Thank you for your interest.
Yeah. Thank you for. Sorry for a little distance.
We all went to
from
college
chat.
together.
We're uncovering a lot of very
Backstory.
interesting things, so we're a little slow on the
On the action.
We are.
Yes, Jaden, okay? It's been a while since I've seen Connor. I'll have as much fun as I want.
Well, this has definitely been enlightening.
A while since the wedding.
Casey. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I.
What's what is the standing?
Between Corellian and Palar?
Yeah.
Neutral. They're not against each other, but they're not necessarily for each other.
Okay. Alright, that's all.
Make a religion check.
Will do. 8.
That's all you get.
I thought that
Do you
said
know,
So-
do you know where we'd be able
Wait,
to
is that a 9,
find
Ryan?
No, I thought that said
0,
but it's a
followers of her to
Yeah.
kind of help narrow down or at least solidify this?
Probably at an Elven City, there's always a temple of Corellian there. You might be able to find other temples, but it's pretty much just elves that worship her.
Naturally, makes sense.
Feywilds, if you ever went there, but I don't know why you would.
Why
You
would it?
mention?
Corellian, you mentioned, is sort of a goddess of change.
More or less.
More
Specifically,
Same person?
Don't look at his notes.
It's just a,
this
just
is
a book
the
with a list of
gods.
gods.
He's trying to
Yeah,
get.
nope.
Specifically,
No, we're cheating.
she's the deity of art and magic.
It's
Dungeons and Dragons.
Dungeons and
I
Dragons.
just said it weird. I'm sorry. I do that a lot. There's.
Wait till you
I
find
had
out how
Connor
she.
convinced there was
We
a
can
game
never
called
watch it.
Shim Shams over Camelan for years.
She's the god of Latin or magic and art.
God of Latin.
So probably not the goddess of anthropomorphic animals then.
No, I would not say so. Hi,
Alright,
how are
great.
you?
Just checking.
I'm good. How are you?
Going through the problems.
Just checking. Just, you know. We don't know what lock your key fits into. I'm just checking.
You are an interesting fella.
I like to think so.
Don't look too close. It gets pretty gruesome.
You see the panda smile as much as the panda could.
Jaden said, "God of furries, anthropomorphic animals."
She walks over to you. May I?
What?
She plucks a piece of your fur.
Oh,
Ow!
Thank you.
No?
2 arms!
Help you with anything else?
What are you planning to do with that?
Yeah, what are you playing?
I've never seen a specimen like this one before.
Okay.
It's quite interesting.
I'm a he. Thank you.
All right.
Just astounded.
I don't assume your gender.
That's very
It's
considerate.
10,000.
It's the year
And fine.
10,001.
It's 10,018. Get with the fucking times.
Okay.
So you're just keeping that, or
So
you
we
gonna
just
like grow another me, or what?
Why would I do that?
What are you doing with
Well,
it? You
that
just
would
looking?
be-
A fine specimen.
You just looking, or
You should see him swing those.
I mean, I'm
Morning
gonna
stars.
be looking a little bit more closely there.
I just like put my hands behind my butthole.
Take a real close look.
Your exposed butt. Does Pachi wear pants? I feel
Yes, he
like
does.
Oh, he
It's
does.
a full-on plate armor.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
I feel like it's
But
just
he's got a
acid
tail.
shit.
But it's like I'm just sitting there, just
He
like
definitely has like a little tail hole.
It's a bear tail.
Yeah. It's big, but he needs a little room. Poof poof.
Skating his head chokes into your
Yeah. So I guess okay. I mean, where would the nearest one of the elven cities be?
The nearest city, that one.
what if we just go back and visit Skur and that?
Skur is far away.
Skur's far away also.
Not if
Way
we,
up north.
not if we call Albert.
How does the power of a god fit in with temporal magic?
Also, I don't see any abandoned buildings around here. Although I suppose we could build one and then quickly abandon it.
The probably nearest elven city would be.
Oh, my famous lean-tos will do.
Greenhome.
Albert's gonna fucking appear in the little
Greenhome?
woods now.
Yeah.
Where?
It's gonna be like to the northeast.
Wait,
What?
And that's an elder city.
yes, please.
With ties to Malyre.
Just full-on advertise Arizona.
Sponsored by... No.
Excuse me. That's a full-on elder city with ties to Malyre.
Definitely has worshippers of Malyre there.
You mean...
Mhm. Oh, Corellian. Excuse me.
Yes,
That
there's
That's
most
what I
certainly
asked
a
about.
large
That's what I meant,
temple of
yeah.
Corellian there.
Okay.
There's always going to be a temple to Corellian at any elven city.
I suppose
Would
that
make
makes
sense. Yes. Okay. This has been again enlightening.
Except for, the drow.
Fair.
They're not going to have that.
I don't know about pro, but you're right.
We ran into him before.
We did. I don't know much about
Accidentally,
them.
when you guys went way off the rails.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. I don't know much about them, but
And the Skig was like,
You're
"Let
right.
me fight you to see if we can get past."
But
That was a good game.
I didn't
Good
know they're
session.
the evil people who live in
When did I get?
down under.
the under...
They come from a land. So,
Okay.
where do we go?
Well, okay, we have a bunch of different situations. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, no problem. If you do end up going up there, would you mind planting this? And she hands you a seed.
Where?
Any place in particular?
One of the gardens of Malyre.
Is it my fur?
No, it's a seed.
Is it a
Will
plant?
it grow an insulting statue?
No, I don't believe so.
What will it grow?
It's not a bean, it's a seed.
Oh, okay.
What will it grow?
A little elf boy.
This yells insulting.
Alright.
I don't know. Usually for the seeds that we plant in honor of Malyre, will sprout whatever she desires.
Okay.
Fair. Yes, absolutely. Okay.
Mutagen bomb.
What?
So, team.
So we walk away a little bit.
So we walk away a little bit.
Jaden, no one has zone of truth.
Not yet.
Well,
How does
Do you?
that cast it?
Oh, you could. Second level.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So
So.
we walk away a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So we have a lead as to.
I think she's wrong.
I don't want to think that she's right.
However, wrong or right,
I feel like we
this-
should take the lead,
Yes.
but I'm pretty sure she's wrong.
What makes you say that?
Because it's Payload.
Because thanks.
Use your head.
There you go.
Just read the room.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
Yeah.
we could go.
We could go.
It is semi on the way to Skirt. It'll be a little bit out of your way, but not too much.
And Skur is far, far away.
Mm-hmm. So Skirt is going to be... Don't look at my
Couple
laptop.
months. Travel.
Cuck.
I just literally was just like, I wonder what he's reaching for, the movement.
He thought you were trying to grab his butt.
Yeah, so on foot it'll take a month. By horse it'll take 2 weeks.
Can we get a couple of horses? Where-
Do you
Are
wanna
we-
ask?
Oh no, is it time?
What?
Nothing.
We're just trying to find some steeds for our journey.
Are we sticking around here?
Well, I mean, these seem like good leads. I'm sure that those gardeners knew something of the situation with Corellia, but I don't know. Are we convinced that that's the goddess involved?
Let's check.
Goddess.
I mean, I'm so new to this situation.
Why don't
I
we
have
go
no
back?
idea what else it could be.
Did you show?
Welcome to Divine Intervention.
Have you shown Alvis your magic?
Yes.
We have.
Yeah.
He
Well,
told
yeah.
us to go talk to Malyre.
No, we didn't show.
Well, we
him.
didn't
You
show
mean
him.
Albert?
Oh, not the
Alvis.
magic. Right. We didn't show him the magic. We just showed him your eyes.
Yeah, we just showed him my
So
eyes.
what
We
if
didn't show
it's
him.
like a similar consensus?
Yeah, let's go get a second opinion.
Yeah, because at least he's here.
Let's go back to Elvis.
What, you don't want to go see him?
Hi, Elvis.
You don't have to go to the library.
You should go to the library more.
Oh, where's Bastion?
Why don't you why don't you two go see Alvis and we'll go to the fight pits and loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, sure. Sounds like a good time.
Okay.
Who wants to be in a stuffy library, anyways? Right?
Right. Stuffy old library.
Are you scared of Elvis?
No, Alf is just a fucking dick.
I thought he's great.
Okay.
Yeah, Albus.
So we go to Elvis.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah. So the people you directed us to were very helpful.
Oh, glad to hear it.
We
Do
just.
you think we could demonstrate some magic to you to kind of get a second opinion on it?
And the source and all
The
that.
source, yeah, just
Burn down the library.
Not in here.
huh?
Not
in-
in-
Not in here.
Why? It's because of that whole.
I feel like he's heard
castle
of
story.
me.
It spread very quickly. The story.
Yeah, the story spread, and also, if anything were to harm the books, bad things would happen.
All right. Do you want to come to the?
So
Do
we're
you want to come
I don't
outside?
have to cast fire.
Do you want to come to
care.
Do you want to come to the sparring pits with us to show, so we can show you
Sure, I'll go with you.
to the sparring
You wanna
pits?
duel him?
What?
You want to duel him?
Who?
Alice?
Oh.
He'll fuck you up.
Alright, well-
There'll be like 7th level spells just raining down on you.
My best friend is not the same level as an old master.
Anyway,
So we go to the
He's
sparring
also not a
pits.
clearse.
We go to the sparring pits.
wizard?
Yeah.
Is he-
I cast light
Oh,
on my
I thought
hand.
he'd be a wizard.
Alright.
Monk? I don't know.
What does it look like?
He's probably a monk. Is Alvis a
What
monk?
do you mean, what does it look like?
I don't know. The woman
Fear
outside.
Jesus.
There was a woman outside that
Oh, what?
like
Fear Jesus.
looked into the light and was like, "Ah, yes, it could be this."
I mean, I can definitely feel some divine magic from it, but there's more arcane than divine there.
So exactly everything that we know already.
Huh.
Okay.
Any thoughts? No. Okay. I went downstairs for a lot of the conversation to get food, so
That's okay.
I don't know what the consensus was.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
basically everything we
Okay.
heard.
Hey, look, there's Bastion.
Well, wait, we walked to the fight pits first, right?
Yeah.
So on our way, I'm gonna say, I don't know about all this Corellian stuff, but another school of thought, in your experience, when something pushes against the power of Palor, what happens?
It burns.
Right. It gets rebuffed, pushed back. Maybe there's something there. We poke the bear and see what wakes up.
And how would we go about doing that to our
With
friend?
with Tris's consent, I don't know. Set something up and try and reach for the divine spark and threaten it.
Out of character.
Spitballing. I'm spitballing here.
Out of character, Tris has gone down a lot, and nothing's necessarily happened.
Right, but I'm not talking about like punch her in the face. I'm talking about like
Destroy her.
trying to dispel whatever divine spark's in there.
Trying to dispel
Yeah,
divine
see what
spark.
happens.
I can't
She
hear any of
loses
this.
all her power.
You
Lose
dispel
all
the
levels
girl.
in sorcery.
She's become the wettest of noodles.
Anyways, I doubt I would succeed. I just want to see what kicks me in the teeth when I do it.
Well, if you're willing to give it a shot, ask. I don't see why not.
I knew you'd be on board. We'll ask her together.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, look,
Okay.
there's Bastion.
Oh look, there's Pachi Ploosh.
The forbidden last name.
Insert the plot line of Bleach. Yes, exactly, but with less filler arcs. And just as many beach episodes.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we do? You walk up.
Yeah, well, you pretty much saw me do the light thing in front of the
I grab you by the face and I can.
Why is everyone grabbing me by the face
What?
today?
Why is this a theme today?
Just ask. Just
So,
Still light from my hand as I turn to you. Yes, hi.
your fingers are still glowing. Another sign.
No, that's something I made in my hand. I did it in front of the elves
With what?
outside too. With magic.
With your magic.
I cast light
sourced
again
by
on
the
my
divine.
hand.
Yes, exactly. Your divine touched magic.
Yes, and
So, some kind of chameleon god.
I had to spell it again.
Weird
you-
colored eyes and like weird fingertip things. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here.
spitball.
Speaking of spitballing,
Uh-huh.
You get a proposition.
we could try to go up to this little elvish city and see what they might or might not know over there.
Okay.
Or we could try something to reveal that you're God here, and see if we can, just tease her out a little bit. Him or her, them or they.
Him or her.
Zim.
Can you
What
explain
might
that a
you
little bit
have
more for
planned?
a simple bear?
So my thought on the matter is I will risk my own safety, not yours, to give your god and or goddess cause to I won't be actually threatening anything, but to feel threatened by me and perhaps smite me, and then in a more direct manner we might be able to see what type of power it is instead of the little spark inside your magic, a more direct
Approach.
kick to the teeth. That's the only way I can think to say it.
I'm new to this thing. How would that even work? What would you do?
Well, a little extra preparation, and then between you and I meditating, I would attempt to reach for your divine spark with a canceling spell and see what happened.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
You want to spell me.
No, try to pay attention. I would like to try to dispel your divine spark.
Okay, but that's a part of me.
Here's the thing, though. I would close my grasp around it and then simply not finish the blow. I would just get close enough that I would make it think I was going to finish and then be rebuffed. Scouts on!
But isn't whatever it is listening to this as well?
In my experience, gods tend not to listen to the everyday goings-ons unless they have some particular interest. This is simply that particular interest.
I just... You wouldn't complete whatever you're doing, would you?
Like I said,
But I don't know if I trust you that well.
hand to God.
Hand to Paylor.
Hand to Paylor. Hand to whatever you got going on in there.
What?
I'm in for it, I guess.
I mean, it's all on her choice.
Jaden said, i.e. me killing you.
Yeah.
No.
If this does go wrong,
I'm
and
sure.
and you succeed, then what happens?
First of all, not going to succeed.
Uh-huh.
Willingly going to fail.
Uh-huh.
Second of all, if under some crazy circumstance I was to succeed, which I'm not going to,
Mm-hmm.
we would explore other channels for you to get your magic back.
Like going all the way.
I'm
to
sure that there's a whole bunch of ways we can go.
You're an 8 once, who says you can't be an 8?
I'm sure Paylor would be glad to have you.
Only because I'm interested. I don't even know what.
Perfect. I'll set it up.
So,
All right.
I'm curious to see what you're setting up.
I don't know. I'm spitballing here.
Which makes me the more confident. How,
We're taking
how do
care
you
of
have
your-
control over whether you fail or succeed?
Percentile dice?
Yes. Well,
I mean,
Out
no,
of character.
no. Let's
you're
put it
just
this
willing
way.
to fail,
Yeah.
but
Punch me in the face.
I do it.
All right. I get hit in the face. Okay. Now pretend to punch me in the face.
Okay.
a
I do.
D100
You
is
swing
what
and
Joe's
miss.
saying.
Okay. There you go. You had control over it.
But
My magic is much the same as a limb. It's an extension of my being. I control it as easily as you control your hand.
wow, he's got some serious control that I don't have.
That's what we're trying to do here.
Okay.
We'll just happily watch roll 5.
My thought is that in the rulebook you can willingly fail any check.
Yeah,
So
but
I'll just
I'm
willingly-
trying to figure out what the check is that you're trying to do.
Oh, dispel magic.
Oh, okay.
Just aim it at something that's gonna get mad. See if it works. If, at the worst, what? I lose 1 spell slot
Sure.
and get kicked in the teeth, like I said.
And then Sean will have to make another character.
I got one lined up. It's fine.
Always be prepared.
Ooh, okay, cool. Never mind.
Good. Yeah.
Okay.
Great. Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what the kick in the teeth was.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So,
I got it now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Can
need.
we have also someone to, I guess, witness this to confirm?
me.
Hey, Elvis!
No, maybe just these two.
Oh.
He's a
I mean,
powerful
will
paladin.
they know
Powerful
the
paladin. Taylor.
difference between gods?
Fair point.
That's so. Say this happens, then, you know, whatever, and then we need that other part of the puzzle.
Well, I'm sure that when we do it, if we get a response, everyone in the fucking temple will witness it. I don't think it will be small.
Again, I don't know these things.
But
So are you
fine.
saying we should do this outside?
Bring whoever you want. I'll be back. I need to go prepare.
I like those garden
I need to
ladies.
get off
They were
this
pretty
consecrated
cool.
ground.
What?
What? I said something out of character to the DM. What?
No. Fine. Watch back the tape later. Anyway.
I said I need to get off the consecrated ground to prepare.
What does that tell you?
Yes.
Madam.
I'll be back in a little bit.
Yeah, I go to find the ladies, I guess. I don't
Sure,
know.
they're in the same spot.
Yeah. All right. So I just you would be able to sense the energy of what's her? I'm sorry.
Malyre?
No. What's her name? Carillion.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to try something. I'm not really sure what, but trying to what's the word?
Dispel.
No.
I believe it's phrased waste 45 minutes.
No.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to waste 45 minutes on provoking whatever god is,
The correct answer is give us time
attaching to me or attached to me or whatever. Would you be willing to witness this too?
Sure, I guess.
Okay, thank you. just to help give us a defining sense as to what is going on.
Are you doing it in the fountain pit or?
I don't really know. The other part of this is gone somewhere, and I don't
What are
really know where
these
he's gone.
other-
But when he's
that's all.
back, I guess he'll give me the location.
All right, just let us know then.
Okay. I'm pulling out.
I hustle off the consecrated ground,
Okay.
back into the edge of the forest.
8 more blights.
Alright, I run back onto the consecrated ground. No, did they actually come at me? Alright. Just when I'm just away and there's no one in sight, I'm gonna keep it low. I'm just gonna draw out 2 of the holy symbols that I have and just use whatever edges exist on them to just gouge and kind of mar each other.
Mm-hmm.
And while I'm doing
Which
this,
2? I'm curious.
Paylor?
No,
Too
he
valuable.
probably doesn't want to fuck up his payload.
I don't want to fuck my paler one up. It's useful. Istis is profitable. I fucking love these glasses. I give no fucks. I can't pretend to be Malyre in front of Paler anyway. So a Malyre and a what's the under one, water one?
Talus?
A Malyre and a Talus.
Okay.
And I just dig and kind of gouge at each other with them. And while I'm doing this, I sort of beseech Antiseth, the Befouler.
I don't know what to say. You have this man.
And I just sort of send his way with much delight in my heart that I'm going to be just continuing the general trickery and fucking with the gods, and I'm going to just put a tax to a god and kind of give it a little scare. Also, it would be great to find out what god this is, so if he saw fit to give me any inspiration as to which of his enemies I am facing down, wonderful, thank you so much, and break.
So, as you're sort of scratching these holy symbols together, a little fleck of metal falls off and just gets this visible black aura around it.
Is it floating on the ground?
It's hovering above the ground just about an inch. Push it.
It kind of
It's on an air hockey table.
As it disappears into the woods.
great. I try to take the fleck.
You grab it.
Does it continue?
Yeah.
Glowing or whatever. If I cover it,
If you cover it, yeah, you cover the aura.
it doesn't. Okay, great.
It doesn't bleed through.
I'm going to tuck it under my tongue.
Okay.
It's gonna fucking blow up or something. I tuck it under my tongue and I put the holy symbols away. No, I can't do that. I take it back. I just don't want anyone to see it.
Put it in your pocket.
If there's an opening and all of a sudden it's like.
What did I put into Paylor's and
Stuff
I
it up
put it
your-
in a boot. I put it in a boot and I tuck it way up toward the tip.
Okay.
Stuff it in your...
And then I go back.
Your foot immediately starts burning.
I take it back.
Your hand is burning now.
I just let it flow.
Okay.
Kick it over back inside.
It like zooms out of the consecrated ground.
Oh, I didn't go back in. Oh, you mean it burned when I went back in?
Yeah.
I see. Mm-hmm. I see. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. I stay outside the consecrated ground. I put it in my pocket. I keep my fist closed over it. I walk around the edge of the consecrated ground to a more open part of the field.
Yeah.
And then using just like, you know, what do I have? Fucking adventure some crap or whatever. What do I have? I'll just use like whatever, my mace, and I'll sort of like carve some like mock sigils into the ground. At least one real one, well, realish one of Paylor as best as I can do. And then I'll kind of like take a step on the one of Paylor, just like put a footprint on it. And then I will bury near the middle, at least like 1.5 or 2 feet down, the fleck, and cover it over. And then I'll go back and get these guys, and I'll say, "I'm ready. Are you?"
Yeah. Where are we going?
Well, don't tell Bastion. I don't think it's Paylor. You kind of get that same sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Finally,
So-
someone sane.
So I think probably we would have a better chance off of Paylor's like seat of power for this whatever reaction we might get not to be overshadowed. So we'll stay very close, but we just go right to the edge of the
So we're going
consecrated
off
land.
the consecrated land.
Like 10
okay.
feet off. Just
Grabbing
so that we
everybody?
don't overshadow this other god's power with the light of Paylor.
Okay.
You're grabbing everybody, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
I
whisper
hope
that.
that's okay with the garden lady.
Just they can stand on the consecrated ground and watch. That'll be fine.
Okay, let's go.
Sean,
with
you're
them
getting
then.
call.
Okay. They're fine with standing in the consecrated ground.
Okay.
All right. Okay. I sit down and I lock chakras with Tris.
Okay.
How does that happen?
I'm
What does
just
it mean?
sit down across from you and then like focus in,
Okay.
and then I try to.
What am I doing? Sitting. Kiss.
Oh.
I said I don't know what I'm doing.
I do my best to just like reach out, maybe I don't know what I might be able to check or whatever, to try to sense any of her power. Why don't you cast that light on your hand again?
Okay, I do that.
I focus on that spell and I like try to hone in on the divine spark within it.
Okay. Make a. Just roll a d20.
Don't fuck me. Ha! 18.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. You find the spark.
Okay, I'm going to begin casting Dispel Magic, and I would like to reach through that spell to the Divine Spark, shining into it, whatever you want to say.
Okay. So
I'm about to die.
you focus on the arcane spark within the light spell, and you reach out for the dispel magic. But
Oh, I'm sorry. Also, I would like, if this is the thing I buried, I would have it sitting like this.
right, yeah. So everybody who's there make a perception check.
Myself?
Not you.
Oh, okay.
Everybody is
well, you can pay
camouflaging.
attention if you want to, but you're focusing on your spell, trying not to fuck this up.
Okay.
Perception? 12.
13.
22.
Oh! I forgot you have Observant.
But not only that, I was already like
Proficient.
Yeah.
and then observant. But like observant, I rolled 16 then plus 6. I don't know how observant works really.
Okay.
He's in tune with natural
Yeah.
world.
So
And the ladies.
Pachi, you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll roll for them.
Excellent. They're probably gonna notice.
The ladies.
No, they don't know shit.
Oh.
Um,
wow. Lame. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled a 4 and a 6.
Super
Hachi, you notice that in between the two of them, like on the ground, there's this little dark bubble, half sphere.
Everything's fine.
As you're reaching out
Is that
to dispel
supposed
the
to do
magic,
that?
the light gets dim.
I have
Which light?
no
Her
idea.
light that she casts.
Right.
It starts getting
What's
dim.
that thing in the middle?
I don't know.
And then it gets
Can you
really,
find out?
really bright.
Yeah.
Well,
And it
not
shoots
bright.
out.
good.
Right?
Guys,
The light started to get dim, and then it started to get hella bright.
He's
The lighter
he was
head?
mentioning to me.
I'm talking about the thing
why
in the
is-
middle.
Why is that?
What is that thing in the
And-
middle?
and we were just
yeah,
going.
but you
off
want to
of
listen
that.
to this shit.
It got really, really bright. And then it like super quickly moves from your hand right to your face.
Hold on.
You sort of stagger back a little bit, and you're like checking yourself, making sure what just happened. And then your jaw starts to feel a little funny. And then something in your mouth starts wiggling. And all of your teeth fly out of your mouth. They then go and try and stab you in the face.
Like out, and then just like.
Yeah.
All 32.
Are my eyes open for this?
Yeah, your eyes can be totally open for this.
Hey, what's that thing in the middle? Outside of that, what's going on there?
Exactly as planned.
I'm not even watching the Circle of the Middle anymore. I'm
I'm
more like,
What's going on? Is this supposed to happen in Magic?
not normal magic. Nope.
Mom. Mom.
It spells mom.
Mom.
Just mom in the forehead.
Like, we're
we'll just
healed,
do-
by the way.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good thing to note before.
Before I take all this damage.
Yeah, probably.
Taking a lot of teeth damage.
You take
What am I supposed to call? Oh my
you take 50 damage as these teeth stab in your face.
And tear through my head, and I fall to the ground.
Yep. And then they just sort of stop glowing, fall on top of you.
Kicked with the teeth.
Yep.
So are you like dead or
No.
I'm down.
you down?
Yeah. The only one who would have stayed up is that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna run over and lay on hands.
Wait. Find out what the
As
black
soon
is.
as you lay on hands, one of the teeth shoots at you.
Which god is this?
But do I get a point?
Yeah, you do get the healing off, and you take 1 damage.
Okay.
I pricked my head up. I said, "Did we do it?"
What did you do?
Bastion, that tooth though, it is now embedded in your chest.
Armor. Wait, through the armor?
Through the arm.
Through my plate and how strong are your teeth?
Oh, very strong.
Strongest bird in the baddie.
How much was that again?
Just 1 damage.
I just want to.
I'm not touching it.
What did you do?
Well, that went about as well as I planned. Did we get it?
Get what?
I looked at
Should we
the
take
elfin
another one?
lady.
Their
One
jaws
more?
are
Should we
just
have options?
Same.
We want options, anyone, or was that good? That's a wrap.
Shut up. You don't know what you're saying anyway.
Wait. Is that?
Listen here,
well,
man.
that could definitely be Corellian. A
What
little
makes you
chaotic.
think so?
Chaotic.
I see.
How do we
Has a great sense of humor when it comes to,
Wordplay.
Yeah.
I respect that. I just begin gathering up my teeth one by one.
Okay.
So are you leaving the tooth in Connor's chest?
No, I'll pluck that in the nose.
Is he able to plug that?
You can't.
No.
It is, like, in there.
In the armor, in
Is
the
it
chest.
in my armor or is it in my
in
actual
in
chest?
your actual chest.
Excuse me, young man. I believe that's mine.
I understand that, good sir. Try and take it.
Oh, in your metal chest.
This isn't a challenge. I want you to try and take it.
It's not like the hole's very big either.
I withdraw a knife.
Okay.
I want to try to dig it out.
Okay.
Cut my hand.
Make a sleight of hand check.
11.
It's in there too deep. Like, you know, if you keep to get it out, you like literally have to carve a hole in his chest.
You're pretty hardy, aren't you?
Why?
Do me a
Tooth
favor.
is it?
Do me a favor. Do I know which tooth it is? What's
Uh,
missing here?
You think one of the molars.
It's not even the front one.
Not super important, but I have to maintain this beautiful face. I don't want any sinking wrinkles over here.
We'll get you a fake tooth. It's fine. Sure.
You
Sure.
can
We'll
get
find
one of
something.
those gold ones. You look like the bad guy from Home Alone.
I'm already a tiefling. What will people think? Do me a favor. I grab him by the strap and I pull him onto the consecrated ground.
You pull him on the consecrate. Okay.
And then I try to take the tooth out.
Make another sleight of hand check.
Oh, it doesn't. It's not like it's fighting back or anything.
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, yes, but no.
Hey,
Consecrated ground doesn't.
I have a
affect that.
question.
Yeah.
What was that black thing in the middle?
What black thing?
Well, it was in the middle.
What black thing?
I didn't notice anything. I was focusing on the spell and then
Alright,
all
can I
the
go, like,
teeth and then
Was
the
it like still
darkness.
in the ground, or
Remember
was it
the
just like?
darkness that comes
did it
with
come up?
death?
No, it was
Is
like
that
a,
the black
a
thing you're
black
referring to?
semi-sphere. Like it's translucent.
Okay.
And after the light got really bright, it like the light.
Can I dig and try to find it? Because I'm curious about it.
It didn't look
You
like it
didn't
was,
see anything in the ground, right?
Yeah, no, you saw
No,
just a
I saw
semi-sphere.
the orb.
I know. I want to dig there.
He's a bear. It's instinctual.
I'm curious. I just want to.
Yeah, you can start digging.
At the most, he'll sort of find a fleck of metal in the ground.
Is that investigation?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Well, I think I get +5 to investigation, just +5 to passive perception. I think that's how it works. So I got a 25.
You dig. You find some rocks, a little fleck of metal.
Is this natural?
I mean, that could.
No,
Be
I mean, it's
anything.
metal.
I walk onto the
It's like-
consecrated
it's-
ground.
Okay, you walk to the consecrated ground.
Okay, I'll just put it in my pocket. It's like, oh, neat little trinket.
All right.
Watch your teeth there, buddy boy. Corellian didn't like that little piece of metal, okay?
No.
No, I was fully out character.
I was gonna say.
No.
I was like, what?
He was talking as if he had teeth. You can tell.
Yeah. So
There
now
was
this
a
will be
little
my
bit.
in-character voice.
Okay.
So,
How are you
I
getting-
said I can make another slide.
Yeah.
This time I'm just gonna dig it out. I don't care if I need a damn thing.
Okay.
I think you're putting a lot of effort into this.
It's my
Okay.
tooth, damn it. A sleight of hand check, you say?
Yeah.
23.
Yeah, you dig it out. Bastion, you take another 3 damage.
Sorry there, buddy.
The robot is screaming.
How are you
away.
gonna fix
I'm
that?
gonna go and see if someone can help me with this.
You find someone who's able to restore you.
With mending.
With mending.
Do we get them all back in the right
There's
spot?
a dentist at this temple.
There's a, the
Maybe
front.
it takes a couple tries.
The canines get moved
Yeah,
to like the
they're on
front.
the right
Alright.
spot.
Excellent.
The wisdom
Your
teeth.
teeth are 100% buzzing.
Buzzing?
Yeah.
Oh shit. It's not gone.
Bees.
It's not gone.
Does anyone feel anything?
Okay,
They're
so
still mad.
I imagine we all return to the temple with you. Yeah.
Up to you.
We're all yeah. I mean, we're not just standing around waiting for you to get your teeth.
No, I feel like we're standing around trying to go over
Well,
the event.
But at least going. I
We
don't
could go back, yeah.
know. So you say
Curly.
that's like definitely.
I mean, it definitely feels like it.
But then why me?
What do you mean, why you?
Well, like you said, I'm human. Why?
Also, like I said, Corellian's very chaotic.
Very fair.
I cannot
I'm clicking.
begin to understand why she does what she does.
Okay. This is new and exciting. And I have a headache.
Can you change the color of your eyes yet?
They're still green.
Can I try? I don't even think I want to. That gave me a headache earlier too.
Yeah, you won't shave yourself.
It was a little bit of strain. I think we need to find a temple of Carillion and just finalize this. I mean, even if that's proof, I need more answers. Whether it happens now or later, that's
I think it can happen on the way.
yeah. And I'm sorry, I don't think it's Paylor.
What's Paylor's disposition on teeth?
You want to roll to find out?
Make a religion check. What does Paylor think about teeth?
Oh yeah, can I make a religion check on if the teeth have any significance to a
Let
god?
me give a solid 7 on teeth.
The teeth are basically what make a smile so bright.
The pizza is aggressive. 16.
To know if teeth are important to any
Yeah.
god?
Or if the teeth are just like.
I mean, there are definitely gods that have weird things about teeth specifically. But this didn't necessarily feel like it was about the teeth. It felt more like it was because you said get your teeth kicked in.
Yeah. Yeah, great. I respect that. Yeah, I like that. Great. So, a little near-death experience. Get poked back. Grab some dinner. What are we thinking?
I guess we should go visit this temple.
We should visit this temple.
We should
Sounds
visit this
good.
temple.
Sounds good. You know, it's nice to have a little confirmation and not, potentially like waste any time. Nice.
I would
Great.
have called that a waste of time.
Now, what was this black orb you were talking about?
I just saw something on the ground while you were doing the thing.
Where?
Right in the middle.
Right between the two of us?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Just the two.
So we have a black orb and
You saw it too?
teeth tearing out of my mouth and
Yes.
piercing
But
through my head.
Do the black? You think the black orb has anything to do with that?
I feel like it might. I don't know magic. What do you think?
Look, it could mean a lot of things. It could be a sign, it could be a manifestation. How am I supposed to know? I just saw it before teeth came out.
I'm just the messenger.
Did
Who's
you
the DM? Who's the DM?
you investigate it any further?
Huh?
Did you investigate the orb any further?
No, I don't know anything about magic. I was like, okay, that might be normal. I just happened to notice it while I was there. It's is that normal? I don't know. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe we should go see about what was going on there.
I already dug up the.
Oh, you dug it up?
I already
So
dug
you
it
did
up.
investigate.
Well, I have it.
What'd you find?
A little metal flag.
Let me see. Just a metal fleck?
Just a metal flag.
Alright.
Seems to be made of.
You sure that wasn't just some junk in the
seems
ground
to be
there?
Brass.
Seems to be brass.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not jumping weird.
Do you want to do the magic thing on this?
What magic thing can I do?
Find out if it is?
You mean
Brass.
detect magic?
Yeah, that way.
I can do
Do the
that.
magic. Is it brass?
There you go.
I cast detect
I am
magic
made of
on it.
metal. I
You cast
understand it
detect
is
magic.
brass.
There's no magic.
Yes,
on it.
it's just a piece of metal. I mean, yeah, okay, it's a little odd that there's metal in the middle of the ground, but think of it this way: like
Shiny.
people are walking,
Not bad.
all over the place,
Right.
not necessarily taking paths. It
So,
can literally be just
I'm gonna
somebody.
Put it right in the
piece
chest
of
and
armor
hammer
or
it into
something.
my arm.
Especially
Fell
so
off.
close to a civilized and highly populated temple. There's junk in all sorts of places.
Yeah.
Pick
Put it in
up
my
your
pocket.
junk.
This is an eco blast.
Let me love the plan.
Anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. I'm like.
And now little Dickies in the universe.
What have we done? Okay.
She's
Okay.
dry humping
so,
the planet
so
right
the
now.
next plan is to start traversing to
Corellian.
Well, to Skur,
To skirt.
but
Scar, but
On
making
the
a pit
way,
stop. Yeah. No.
yeah.
The goal is definitely to bring the orb to.
Are my teeth still kind of like buzzing?
Mm-hmm.
How do you make it stop?
If I cast a spell, I'm
Can we
probably gonna
sense
die
this
again.
discomfort?
What?
Can we sense his discomfort in his teeth?
Make an insight check.
Or ask.
Yeah.
Well,
You okay there, buddy?
it's a 19.
No, my teeth don't seem to want to settle back into place.
Yep.
Well, that's.
Here, feel.
You touch them, they're literally like, but if you bite
When he gets near, I go.
that works too.
Have some candy, brother.
I would like to as.
Just we're all putting our fingers on his teeth.
They're on vibrate.
Oh,
Why aren't you lucky?
that's good for bread.
No.
It helps with the chewing.
It's like a chainsaw. Just place it through. Anyway, maybe someone can help me with this.
Detect magic on that.
Oh, you get it for 10 minutes, right?
Yeah, you still have
Yeah, it's fucking irradiated. Like, you just see this.
It's like an aberration
You
of
can-
magic.
Are they
I'm
glowing?
gonna need some new teeth.
When you cast it, you can see like the aura of the magic that it has.
And what
You just
aura
see that
is it?
that bright white light.
I
Does
want to
it
put the
bright
brass
light?
against
From
his
the
teeth.
hand?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
was
So
like,
we know
it's
this is
not-
that guy. Sweet.
Yeah, that's really bright to look at.
Shine teeth at me.
Can you not smile for like another like
We're
5
trying to teeth
minutes?
that's fun.
You also know it's transmutation magic.
Oh,
Interestingly enough.
transmutation magic.
Are you gonna let him know?
It's transmutation magic.
Wonderful.
That makes me feel so good.
Don't imagine you can spell that.
Do you think it'll go away?
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Keep some healing magic right here, okay? I put my hand on my nose and I try to cast a spell magic.
Alright, you cast a spell magic. Nothing happens.
It's still buzzing.
I can't even roll high enough to give
You
it
can try it. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. We'll see what happens.
Nat 20. They stop
Nat
buzzing
one.
just a little
Nope.
God says no.
No. It's well, wait, it's well, it's 15, but probably not. I gotta remember to add stuff because our modifiers are significant enough
Yeah.
sometimes.
The buzzing stops.
Ah,
But they're still.
great.
You can still see they're glowing,
Yeah.
but the buzzing stopped.
Oh, no, okay, well, they seem to have settled down a little bit. My mouth doesn't feel like it's full of bees anymore.
I just want to slowly kind of reach out because I
I'll
don't
let you
have
touch
teeth.
Let you touch it.
I don't have teeth. And I'm very curious.
You
You
had
should've
one for a
touched them while
minute
they're-
You did have teeth.
Just tap
He had
them.
two.
He had two.
They don't move
They're
at
not
this
buzzing
point.
anymore.
Yeah, they're not
This is a
wiggly.
new experience.
You've never touched a tooth?
No,
Ding, ding,
why
ding,
the
ding.
hell would I do that?
Why would you do it now?
It's a weird
Because everyone's
new
touching his
experience.
teeth.
So, I have a third level slot today from our delicious bacony breakfast. I'll try it one more time.
You don't feel any change.
Okay.
Are you gonna smile?
Great.
You can roll again though. Actually, yeah, roll again.
To see if they jump out and kill me.
Maybe.
Well, that's significant.
23.
23. You don't feel any change, but you didn't feel anything in them anyway.
What do you mean?
Like after they stop buzzing, you can't necessarily tell that there's any magic
Right.
there. She can.
So just from her wincing. Okay.
And they're still glowing. Yeah.
Well, I feel like I really packed a wallop on that last dispel magic, so there's nothing else I can do.
And his teeth look fine?
23
us?
should
To
be
you.
higher than any spell I can deal with anyway, so onward to maybe dinner even.
Oh, are you hungry, Sean?
Yeah. Sean? Wait.
Oh, are you hungry, Malyre?
Yes.
Yeah.
Although maybe just some nice broth so I don't have to disturb my teeth would be ideal tonight.
Yeah, I feel like healing is probably something that needs to happen. Okay, cool.
I got him healed back in.
You did do the cooking in the morning, so you
Yeah, I can't
do
do
it
it
again today.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have to do it like at night and then in the morning. That works. Something something like that, right? But I can't have cooked in the morning.
But
Yeah.
the soup is slightly more flavorful because I learned about seasoning.
Yes.
I learned that salt and pepper do go a long way.
They threw some cinnamon and sugar in the porridge.
They dusted
I thought you were
off
still talking
all the
about soup,
spices.
and I
We've
was
never
like-
opened this cabinet before.
Okay.
What are these
So,
spices? we
uh,
grow them. I don't know why.
we are taking a rest then. And
Yes, another 3-hour
Jeez.
break for stream.
It's not gonna be 3 hours.
It won't be.
This will be a lot quicker.
yeah, this. I mean, we can just go and get food.
We can eat in the
I
kitchen.
just need to take a piss.
Just
Okay.
don't even
Actual
get up.
break.
Like there's a screen here.
Actual break time.
Actual break, not 40 minutes. Will be right back.
Bye, everybody.
Oh no! Oh my god!
We'll never see
Could
you
you
again.